Okay, we got our drip edge in place. So now we're gonna go ahead and do the last prep that we need to do, and that's gonna be our valley prep. So what I'm gonna do, this roof's a little bit too steep to walk on. So I'm gonna install these roof jacks here. It's a pretty simple process or theory. They just go right on the roof here to create this little ledge. So I can put a 2x6 to be able to walk on. And these will come in a little bit handy later when we're shingling. It's pretty cool. You can shingle right over these and not mess up your roof and then hit them out later to get them out. I'll show that to you when we get to that point. But what we'll do is we'll do one of these at a time. And if you can see on these, it's important to look at the bottom. You got 3 different levels that you can change the angle of this roof jack to. I got it set to the 12-12 pitch, and whenever I put this on, it's going to make a nice level platform for me to stand on. But you want to make sure that this connector is pushed all the way down into this little teardrop here. That way it can't accidentally come up and this would basically fall on you and you'd fall off the roof. So make sure that's set. And then you have 3 teardrops here, or these guys. It doesn't really matter which one you use. I prefer the teardrop just because it's easier to hit it out on. But you're going to put in 3 16-penny nails, and these heads then are going to sit right up in that teardrop and make pressure as this goes down, and it'll keep this roof jack on the roof. It's really important to make sure that you're using 16-penny nails on this part. Again, a nail has a much greater shear factor than like a 8D nail, or especially like a drywall screw. If you use drywall screws, those heads are going to break right off and this will fall off the roof. So make sure you're using 16-penny sinker nails. The next thing you want to make sure you do is whenever you nail these into place, that you get them right into a roof rafter. You don't want to depend just on the sheathing. It'll hold for a little bit, but you didn't get any meat behind that sheathing. And as you're walking around on this nail will start to pull out from the sheathing. And if you let any pressure off, this roof jack will come up and off that nail, and again, you'll fall. So make sure you use 16D nails and you hit a rafter whenever putting these on. So I know by looking at my fascia here that I have a rafter right here, and right here. So I'm going to go ahead and choose these 2 outside ones and install them. So I'm going to kind of sight here. About right there should be a rafter. And you'll know when installing this, as you go through the sheathing, if your nail pops all the way through and just goes straight to the sheathing, you missed your rafter, and you're going to want to shift it over. So just like that, I missed there. So looks like I missed a little to the right. So go ahead and pull this nail. Come a little bit to the right. All right, I hit one there. So I'm gonna get one in place, and then I'm gonna hit down on it to make sure it's completely set. And then you're gonna wanna get all 3 nails in here. And it's important to note when putting your nail in, you don't want to start it in the middle of this teardrop because then it's not going to catch at the top. So you want to make sure you're all the way at the top of that teardrop, and you want to make sure that you drive your nail in straight. If you drive it in crooked, it might push this up a little bit and it might come off of these other 2 nails, and then you don't have a good secure connection. So top of that teardrop and drive it in straight. Okay, just double check that you're seated in that teardrop down there at the bottom, and you're good to go. We'll do the same thing over here. Got our rafter about right there. And now when you put this guy on, you want to look at this one over here and make sure it's about at the same level height-wise going up and down the roof. Otherwise your platform will be crooked. So I can see I'm about an inch above the drip edge over here. So I'll sight on my rafter and bring this guy about an inch above my drip edge. Line it up. Okay, about an inch above. Alright, so that's in place. And the final thing to do is to get your 2x6 that you're going to use, or some of these are made for 2x8s as well. Put it in place, and then you want to come back with a screw or a nail. Prefer a screw. If you use a nail, you can put it in halfways and then bend it over. I should show you here. Just take a nail, put it through there, get it started. Get it most of the way in and then bend it over. The reason why you do that is because now you have something to grab onto. A little bit easier and quicker way is just to use a screw. Now you're secure and it won't come off. Alright, so double check that you're seated with both your roof jacks with your nails. Make sure you're seated with your eye drop here, and then you're ready to go ahead and step on to the roof jack.